Friday, Saturday?
Well, we were really, really, I won't say pleasantly surprised, but just really happy with the turnout. Friday night we had a great group of people that came through with the live entertainment and the team setting up on Friday night, and I think it really helped us. Having the last 2 weeks with the chamber having their Friday after fives, and people were kind of getting in that habit of, hey, Friday evening in Oskaloosa, where do we go? Let's go to the square. That's where the activity is, and so. We probably had 300 or 400 people there on Friday night enjoying the live music and watching the teams get set up and getting their cook sites ready. And then Saturday, it was really a steady stream of people starting really quite early in the morning, about 7 o'clock when the Brick House opened and started serving breakfast. And so we are, like I said, I don't want to sound surprised, but we're very happy with the turnout that we had this year and the people that did be able to make it through there on Saturday.
This is all done for one purpose, and that's to raise funds for first responders. So
yep.
How did that go for you guys?
So our funding was up for this year. Totaling everything up today, we're going to be bringing in, after expenses are paid, about $15,000 from the weekend. So just a great group of people supporting our event again this year, and some new sponsors as well, seeing what we're doing in the community and raising funds for our first responders.
Already planning, talking about year 5?
Yep, year 5 will happen. We are looking at the calendar. We did lose some teams this year. There was a large KCBS Pro Cook going on this weekend as well up in State Center, Iowa. Last year, some of those teams came down because with COVID, we were really kind of the only competition in the month of June for the Iowa Barbecue Society, and really for a good portion of the summer, there just weren't a lot of opportunities. So those teams came down last year. We lost some of those because it is a big cook for them on the KCBS Pro side. So next year, we like the Father's Day weekend just because it gives a great opportunity for something on that weekend. But we may look a week later than that, somewhere right before the 4th of July. If we do that, I think we'll pull some of those extra teams that are used to cooking every weekend and not going to lose them to another competition, because there's not anything on the calendar, at least for this coming weekend. So, timing wise this year too, we changed up some things, the way we did the timing of the food. We've heard from a lot of people saying, we like it being spread out, but we also like being able to show up and then kind of be able to choose our meats as that goes too. So next year we may look at the timing. Last year we're seeing work really well with the turn-in starting at 11 o'clock and then the food available earlier in the afternoon. These guys show up. There were some guys there 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon, and if they're there till 4 or 5 o'clock on Saturday, it's a long, short weekend. I'll put it that way, because by the time you stay up all night long and then cook and then serve, so we'll probably look at changing some of the timing and things up for next year just to get more opportunity for people to come in. Just a special shout out to all those that did show up. We're really blessed. One of the young girls, I think Mackenzie was her name, that came up and sang the Star Spangled Banner on Saturday. They were having a yard sale down at the Legion. And so, there's just fun things like that here in small town Iowa, we had kind of an idea for a schedule today, and the opportunity presented itself. We said, hey, we really appreciate those coming in for that and kind of the special touches. Friday night they did a balloon release. Julie Sarver called me last week and said, hey, we'd really like to do something to remember Ian, and didn't want to take away from our event. I said, no, Julie, that's kind of one of the reasons why we do our event. There are things that happen. Unfortunately, last year we lost a police officer and a sheriff's deputy in the same year. For a small community like what we're in, that's hard. These are people that we see every day. We see them at the grocery store. We see them at church. We see them. So it's hard for us as a community to cope with that. And so having that special moment on Friday night to remember Ian, remember Brian as well. Whenever on Saturday I got to see Chrissy and give her a hug and just say, there's days like this that I really miss Brian and things like that. And so that's where us as tight-knit a community as we are, we get to come together and share those moments together. Share the good times with sharing some good barbecue and some good food, but also being there for each other whenever we're kind of in that rut of life. Really want to say a big thank you to everybody that came out. The funds that we raised, they're going to stay right here in our area and take care of some of those things.